And now we move to Mara. Sorry, this was a bit long, but after that you'll be together. I just wanted to get maybe some of these memories established for you.
No problem. Just more time for my panic to rise. No problem.
I am very sorry. So
I believe in you.
Nosferatu power.
Yeah.
Nosferatu power! Always. Okay, Nosferatu.
So, Mara, you are at your burnt theater. It hasn't been long since the fire, and you still remember the heat, the screams, the collapsing decorations and fragments of the ceiling. You remember the pain, and you remember waking up, seeing that first at your hands, and then realizing that whole your body is changing, twisting, becoming different and monstrous. You remember how you told the man in gold to leave you alone. And although he sometimes still is out there watching you from the distance, he hasn't approached you since. You still are staying at the theater, hiding there from the sun, from mortals who came to investigate the site of the fire soon after it happened, but now left it alone. And you hide from the whole world. But sometimes you need to go out. And now you are feeling hungry, and you know that you should go and feed. What do you do?
Okay. I probably the area where the theater is an area of devastated by the war. Is it safe?
You know it's not safe entirely, but it's not the most devastated area. The district where your theater was wasn't entirely bombed to the ground. There's still some buildings standing. The life is slowly resuming as although the war is still going on, fighting in Warsaw has ended.
I think I'll wait till it's very late at night, so only like beggars and the occasional drunken soldier is around, and try to obfuscate, obviously, and I try to find.
Okay, it's all back.
Okay, I obfuscate in real life too.
You obfuscated so well.
Yeah, Nosferatu power. Real power. I obfuscate and try to stalk. I don't know if I see someone going home drunk, some beggar isolated, someone isolated and not looking like rich or
not many people are looking rich at the moment. This hasn't been a very rich area before. You're walking around and the streets are mostly empty. On your way, you are, although it is late and the streets are mostly abandoned, you hear some music coming from the main streets. And you hear some people clapping. And you hear someone speaking the words that you know, words from a play, clearly acting out a scene.
Is it good?
It's average. You know you are better.
Of course.
You were better years ago. But you hear it, this average performance, and people clapping and cheering, and what do you do?
I slowly get near this absolutely average performance and see who is ruining my area mood with its bad acting.
It's not that bad,
Art
but it's
is
nothing
more
special.
important than anger.
Okay, so you sneak up, looking around the corner, and you see two fairly young women acting out a scene. There is someone playing a violin to just provide some music background. There is a group of people gathered around. They are all quite poorly dressed, but they look happy to watch this performance. They look almost transfixed.
I get slowly near the performers.
So you get near the performers. You can do this. You can like go along the wall, get near them.
I can't use the third power of obfuscate, right?
Not yet.
Okay. I just get near them, try not to be like in front of, staying a bit aside, but I get near.
You are near. You are able to be near. If you wanted to come closer, someone that might break your obfuscate, someone you might start drawing attention to yourself. But as long as you stay, a few steps back.
No, it's the act for what I know of display. They are near the end.
They are playing various scenes.
Okay.
So they are near the end of a scene.
I wait for them to finish.
So you wait, and indeed, soon they finish. People start clapping. You see they have a hat put on the ground. Some people toss some coins in there. They smile, make some vows. Some people come up to them to chat. You see one young man trying to chat up one of them.
I'm waiting for them to go away or.
Right. So after a while, you have to wait a bit because they are chatting to the people, and people are slowly dispersing. They are saying goodbye to the violin player. They're kissing each other on the cheeks, and then everyone, the audience is gone, and the violin player goes their own way. Two of them walk together, and then one of them goes inside the house. They say goodbye, and one keeps walking. If you want to interfere at any point, let me know.
Which one of them was the worst at acting?
They were similar, but I think the one who is about to go inside was clearly less developed.
Okay, but I think I don't know if I can roll something. I think that they have potential. They just
they have potential. They are average. They maybe are half amateurs. Maybe that's the best they can do. Well, for perception and performance, if you want to.
Absolutely.
Quick, judge.
To judge people, yeah.
I have 8 dice for this.
Okay, it's difficulty
for this
7.
important task.
Yeah.
Difficulty
7.
2, 10, 1 9 and 1 8.
Does any of your specialties apply?
Acting. So
Yeah, acting would. So this is gonna count. The 10s are gonna count twice.
I have the specialty give you more dice. What out of this?
No,
work?
specialty means that the 10s count as 2 successes.
Okay, so I have 6 successes.
Okay, right. So you can tell that they've done. You're not professional actors. You think that the one who will be going along further is more experienced, clearly had more training. She better pronounces the word better, has better acting abilities. The other one, it may be talented, but she's an amateur. The other one is more trained, but it might be as good as she can go.
Okay, so I'll stalk the one who have who, in my opinion, has arrived and can't get any better.
Okay,
I
so
don't remember which one of the two are.
The ones who will be going further. So
okay,
her friend,
so I stalk her.
Yeah. So her friend goes up, disappears in one of the buildings. The area you're in right now, some of the buildings are destroyed, some are partially destroyed, but many are still standing. And she's walking further, and she's turning off from the main street into a smaller, more narrow street.
I wait till we are basically alone,
Mm-hmm.
and for maybe a spot when I can drag her into a ruined building or something like that.
So you want to jump at her and drag her?
Absolutely. Hand on her mouth and I drag her.
Okay, well, I think that would be strength plus brawl. To drag somebody into a building.
Good idea. My specialty.
And I'm gonna roll for her as well. She's not good at that either. So
I rolled a 4 and a 5, and
she actually has 1 success, so a difficulty 6 on a contested roll.
By a mortal.
So you try to grab her, but she manages. You want to put a hand over her mouth, but she slips out of your touch, pushes you away, looks at you, screams, and starts running, just legging it down the street.
Okay, the hunt began.
Are you running after her?
Yes. Obviously, if she run in a main street full of people, not like that. No. I stopped
She started running ahead. She's not running towards the main street. You get the impression she might be running towards her home or wherever she was headed. So that's dexterity and athletics.
Ooh, maybe dexterity. Okay, I can't dance.
You have good dexterity.
Dexterity and athletics.
Dexterity and athletics to catch up with her.
Not bad, not bad. Difficulty?
6. It's a contested roll with her.
3 successes.
Okay, so you actually managed to catch up with her. She's running for a while. You ran quite far after her, but you managed to catch up with her before she turns into another street. You grab her, I presume.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
We are like in the open, or
no, you're not. You're on the street. You don't think there are people around. It's not like a main street, and it is quite late.
Okay. lean towards her and I whisper, "Is not how I have pictured this," and I bite her.
So you bite into her.
Yes, and I try to stand near a wall, so it's not super obvious if one pass by that we are doing nothing more than affectionate to each other.
You bite into her and you start drinking her blood, and she goes limp in your hands, almost fainting. How much do you drink?
I don't want to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to stop before she is in real danger.
You know, you've fed before. You know when to stop. And you're hungry, but you're not that hungry. So you manage to stop. She is looking paler. She's half fainted. You don't really have the strength to hold her, so she collapses to the ground at your feet.
I lick the wounds, obviously.
Yes.
She fainted, or she's still.
Well, she's kind of half conscious. She fainted for a little bit. She is sort of slowly opening her eyes and grunting.
I grab her by her chin, and I never, ever perform again.
You see her crying.
Yes, you should be ashamed. And I let her go.
And you let her go. You leave her crying. Curled up there, she just starts sobbing. What do you do?
I laugh, and I'm not running because it's very not very demonish and cool to do. So I walk very, very, very hastily to the nearer corner to obfuscate again, because I can't if someone is watching me. So this is just very lame.
You can absolutely do this. You walk away and you hide. How do you feel after what you've done?
I'm not Mara, I'm not particularly happy to have hurt her, but I know that it's partly because I'm jealous because she can't perform, and I hate seeing people that can perform unlike me perform poorly, because it's like, oh, if I can be there again, I would be. But I realize that it's not her fault, so I'm a bit ashamed of myself. But
so
my life now.
You walk with those thoughts. Do you go back to your theater?
I just take a quick look if there are still performances on the street.
Doesn't seem so. The people dispersed. There are a few people walking along the main street. You see some people drinking at a bar, but you don't see anyone performing.
Now that bad art is finally banished from my domain, I can sadly walk back to my theater. Nowhere else to go.
So you go back to your theater, you walk inside, you see more the skeleton of it rather than its form. Occasionally, you see some of the half-burnt props, bits of some of the costume that survived. And you have your place that you know is safe from the sun, where you can hide.
I have time before the sun
A
rises.
little bit.
Okay,
There's still some time.
If I'm alone, if there are no one in the area, before the sunrise, I will perform the play I just seen in the ruins of my theater.
So you start performing, you start acting. How does that make you feel?
Emptier than before, actually. But
you are so much better.
Yes.
And yet people were clapping for these other people, not for you. So you are reciting your lines. And as you do, roll for perception and alertness, please.
Okay.
Difficulty, actually 6, and I'm just going to make a roll.
6?
6, yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes. So you hear steps coming through the theater. Delicate steps. And you are mostly focused on your monologue.
I growl and I hide. I use the first power and just stay still and hide to see with who enters my theater.
So you are hidden and you see an old lady enter, looking around. She looks fairly frail. She's wearing a knitted scarf. She has braided hair to one side, gray hair. She's looking around.
It's like 4 in the morning.
And suddenly, she looks straight at you. Oh, hello, my dear. There is no need to hide. Tell me, are you alone here?
Confused for a moment, and then
she's coming up to you. If you're like on stage, she's walking up to the stage to come towards you.
What she after a moment of what the fuck is happening, she reappear. Well. What we have here in my humble abode.
Oh, my dear. You can stop acting now. I just want to talk. I see you are very lost. Don't worry, I can help you.
Who are you and why can you see me? And why are you not screaming?
Oh, I've seen worse. Come now. And she tries to like pull you towards front of the stage. She sits down there, pats the place next to her. Come on, sit. We will have a nice chat.
She confusedly gets near her, but she doesn't sit. She start. You didn't reply. Who
Oh, I'm
is you?
Felicia.
Nice to
I'm a
meet you.
kindred like you.
Not like me.
Well, not exactly, but mostly the same. We even share some abilities, you and I.
You mean you are? I try to see if she's breathing, if she seems alive or dead.
So after you focus on this, you look for a while, you can notice that she isn't breathing. She's rather pale.
So
She's smiling at you.
okay, so this is not common.
Oh, that's just your clown. You're a Nosferatu, aren't you? I have a friend like that. I can introduce you. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you around. You must be new.
When I was embraced at this point?
Not long ago. It's been like a few weeks, maybe.
I am. I've been here like this for a few weeks. Not so long, I suppose.
Are you on your own?
Of course. I'm powerful. Why should I need someone else?
She gives you this like, oh, that's so cute. Smile.
She's the most powerful kindred she ever met. She's the only one. She's just been beaten by a human, but that's no reason.
Oh, my dear, you are just a child. But never mind, I can teach you more things.
She gets near a bit like a cat. So
come on now. I won't bite you.
I'd like to see you try.
No, you wouldn't. Please sit, so we can have a civilized, polite conversation. You are, after all, a nice young lady.
Okay. And she sits down.
So, tell me, who changed you? Who's your sire?
Just a fool. No need to bother yourself with him. You probably catch a glimpse of him if you stay longer in this place. He's still in the city somewhere.
So look, I think he's acting very irresponsibly, leaving you alone like this to run around, jump out at people. You'll get yourself in trouble.
Just the average man. They can't take a no for an answer. And so I said no to him. He got a little angry.
Oh.
I don't know it. I don't know his name, if it's what you're asking. I only called him the man in gold for reasons you understand if you see him. It's not inconspicuous.
Man in gold. I don't think I know him. But I'll ask my friend. How have you been? You really shouldn't be left on your own, not at your age. I can see you're so unhappy here.
Well, I'm surviving. And
Oh, I
that's
see that.
the end of what I can say about I'm not exactly doing what I wish to do, but I have some logistic problems right now.
Oh, but that's... Close your eyes, my dear. I will show you something. No, come on now.
You know, if you try something.
Oh, I'm just going to show you something I think you might find interesting.
Okay.
And then I can teach you.
Okay. Let's see. After all, I can kill you easily if you do something odd.
She just smiles at you. She looks completely, unfazed by any of this. So do you close your eyes?
Yes, but I peek a little because I trust her.
No, properly. And she gets your hand and makes you cover your eyes until you really can't see anything. And you wait a moment. And you open them, and in front of you, you see a young woman with blonde hair, wavy, falling to her shoulders, wearing an elegant black dress. How do you like that, my dear?
How do you do that?
Oh, it's something both your clan and my clan can do. I can teach you.
That would be more than helpful. But why you should do that?
Well, education is important, and I see you are lost and unhappy. I can't stand a young lady like you being that way in this place. It's really not an appropriate place. It's a ruin.
It was a theater. Don't disrespect it.
Oh, I know, but it's moved on. And you need to move on as well. At least physically. Come with me. And she drops her disguise and you see an old lady again.
Well, not much has to do. So I said,
come on, I'll introduce you to my daughter and another nice young woman we have at our place.
Okay.
And then I get my Nosferatu friend.
Yes,
maybe he'll know something about your sire. Although, from what you told me, he deserves a good punching.
He deserves the thing he gets. My indifference.
Come on, and she leads you. And you leave the theater behind, walking behind her. It's quite a long walk. You are you're broadly in the same district. You're going more closer towards the river, more further north, but you are still in district of Praga. And you approach a building, which you can see light in some windows. You can see it's partially destroyed, but clearly some people are living in there. And she leads you inside and down towards the basement. And she opens the door. And behind the door are waiting Bea and Janina. You see Felicia coming in with Mara Do you want to describe Mara? Because I actually am not sure how exactly she looks like.
Well, Mara is basically it's quite a striking sight, even if not for her beauty, as much as for her strangeness. She's dressed like in some sort of play costume. She has this long dress, something you see in a theater or in a show, not in real life. She has long black hair. This set of very long arms, and her face. You don't know if the rest of her body is like this too, but you suppose so. Her face is extremely is white as chalk, and she has like cracks all over her face that reminds of a porcelain doll broken. She's like this.
So Felicia comes in.
So
Right. So this is Beatrice, my daughter.
oh, nice.
And this is Janina, who's been staying with us.
Okay.
City is a dangerous place, you know. We need to stick together for safety.
Let me get.
And I found... What is your name, dear?
Mara.
Oh, how unusual. This is Mara.
Lovely to meet you.
She was lost in a theater, awfully sad.
I lived in the theater, but okay. If you...
I hope you will begin to feel better now with us.
I feel a lot better. But let me get this right. You have an hobby of go around the city and adopting monsters.
Well, you're not a monster. I'm trying to protect us from the real monsters.
I'm dead.
There.
I drink blood. I have horns. I'm quite...
Yeah, so do all of us. But you know, some are worse than the others. It's these others that we need to worry about, the worse ones.
I feel so...
You're lucky you didn't come across them. I didn't set out to adopt two young girls, no. But I've been looking for my friends, and I'm looking for remains of a society. And I found you, and I just couldn't leave either Janina or you alone now in this dangerous place. You know, we need to stick together. Who knows what could happen if you just stayed there in the theater?
Well, I suppose I believe you about the dangers. You're the most dangerous thing coming into my theater in the last weeks, but I suppose I can believe you.
Then you are very lucky. But you'll be safe with us.
But what? Why are you doing this? This is what I don't get. What it's in for you? Why do you care?
I need to educate young ladies. How else are we supposed to move forward with the times?
So...
What kind of a person would I be if I just left you there?
Well, the average person, I suppose.
Completely irresponsible.
Yes, the average person.
Well, yes, but you know I'm better than that. And you can be as well. Why don't you girls get to know each other? I'll go look for Roman.
Okay.
Bea's been sitting there sort of sewing like a hole in some clothes shut. Not necessarily very well, but she's doing her best. And she'll just put the sewing down to the side and come over to just attempt to link arms with you and lead you over to the little sofa.
She stares at you like she's in. She doesn't really know if she should be angry or okay with this, but what the fuck? She lets you.
Bea has that effect.
She's extremely. You can tell she's a bit nervous, but she doesn't try to pull away. Her sire is gone, or she's
Yes, she leaves.
Okay.
Closes the door, like not locks it, but closes it behind her and goes out.
I don't know if this is the start of an horror novel or I don't know.
Don't mind her. My mother's like that.
Lucky you.
So I understand.
So you're. She looks at Janina. You are another of her victim.
What is Janina doing as she's, at the Haven? Did we lose audio from? Oh no!
No!
That she looks very interesting with all her fancy clothing, and like Janina can create something very unusual. So she sits next to the girls from the other side. So Mara is in the middle, Bea and Janina.
Okay, this is definitely the start of a horror novel.
Welcome to this weird cult. That's not
yes.
certain character.
Well, odd and well, a horror novel like this situation. Maybe I have to admit, I'm a bit curious. You are the first. What was the word? Well, blood-sucking monsters I met since I became like this. I thought, I actually thought you all looked a bit like this.
Not all of us, just some of us.
Yeah, just some. How did this happen to you? How did it happen to you?
Well,
Did it hurt?
Change? Well, I will. It happened like many stories starts. There was a man in love with me, but I didn't love him back. So he thought that making me like him would have won my affection in the end. But it wasn't the case.
Shocking, really.
Like I would never love him. Ridiculous. So one night I was performing, and the next My play end in ashes.
Were you an actress?
Oh, I am. Thought for a much more selected audience now. Stars and the moon, or the lucky rats.
So now you will be performing for us? You will
No,
want to.
I'd love to. One day or one night. But what happened? How you died? It is a polite thing to ask. Or is a topic we shouldn't talk about? How that?
We can talk between us.
Well, I'll admit I don't really remember what happened to me. I don't really remember much before.
Oh,
Mine.
how depressing! You have the luck. We can die and remember the experience that you don't remember.
Apparently that makes us adjust to what we are. If
Maybe. Good point. And you?
I have been made an offer and I accepted, but it wasn't exactly how I imagined it. So
Yes,
I
I
would
don't.
probably not accept it now when I know what is it about. But I try to do best with what I got.
Yes. How can I put this? There is something other than survival to this condition. I find all I can do is just survive these nights. The blood is, the blood. But I don't know. I want something more than just surviving. There is something else. There is something more.
there's community,
Oh, that's interesting.
Felicia's trying to find more of us. We used to be a big society here, but it all got fractured during the war. So, just like everything else, I suppose. So we're looking to see if we can find more of that. But it's nice to have company, if nothing else.
Yes, Felicia is very nice. Very nice person.
Maybe. It has been weeks since I actually talked to someone other than myself. Talking to
Have you been
other
alone
people.
all this time?
Well, people tend to scream or not to do much talking when seeing me. Not that I mind the screaming. It's not an applause, but it still feels kind of good. But talking, I miss that. Even if you are, a bit odd, but I can't really call odd someone else, I suppose. So we wait for Mommy to come back, I suppose.
Mommy.
Felicia will come back eventually. Yes.
It's your mother, right? Or something. I suppose
Something like that, yes.
you too can do the thing. You change your appearance.
Oh, Felicia can. I'm That's not really my specialty.
She showed me. I want that to be my specialty.
She said you can do it, then
It's
then you'll be able
probably
to do it.
something we and your clan, whatever it is, and mine can do both.
Oh, Felicia and I are of Clan Malkavian.
Doesn't mean much to me now, but
That's
good
fair.
to know.
Yeah.
I'm apparently an Nosferatu, whatever that means.
Yes, we know one Nosferatu. Felicia's friend.
And you know what you are.
Yes, I'm a Bruja.
Means nothing either, but...
Yes, it didn't mean nothing to me as well.
Okay.
But Felicia explained.
That makes two of us. Well, I suppose it means I'm in the Ugly Monsters Club. That's the one who did it to me was a monster, so probably something we all are.
You're not ugly. You're special.
Thank you. I like myself too. So it's happy. I like when other people can appreciate my new charm.
It's artistic.
Ah, yes, absolutely.
You're very strangely beautiful.
I miss the stage, but I'll find a solution for that.
And you wait. And finally, Felicia goes back on her own. She unwraps her scarf, puts her coat away. Oh, I couldn't find him, but I'm sure he'll show up. You'll get to know him eventually, don't worry. And over the next nights and weeks, you indeed get to know Roman. And knowledge about various clans, about kindred, about Camarilla, the society that used to exist in the city, and about another sect called Sabbat, which managed to push it away and is very dangerous.